This high-end amplifier isn't your typical compact Class D amp. It's the complete opposite. The Tonewinner AD-1PA Plus operates in full Class A or Class AB. It's a heavy, high-power beast built for serious audiophiles. Raw, yet refined. Powerful, yet controlled. That's what makes it truly stand out. The moment you see the Tonewinner AD-1PA Plus and its matched preamp, the AD-1PRE Plus, you realize they aren't just components, they are statements. Let's start with the AD-1PA Plus power amplifier, because to be honest, it's hard to ignore. We are talking over 40 kilograms of raw metal fins and power, and that weight isn't just for show. It's built like a tank, and that's because it has to be. The heat generated is real, and the engineering around it has to be serious. That's why one of the most striking elements of the design is its massive heatsinks running along both sides. Each fin is machined and spaced for maximum thermal efficiency, giving the amp a kind of industrial elegance. It's aggressive, but refined. You know immediately that this thing means business. The front panel continues that premium feel, thick, brushed aluminum with a clean, minimalist layout. There is no over-the-top lighting or gimmicky displays. Instead, you get a serious, functional aesthetic. The power button is solid and tactile, and it has an LED ring around it as a status indicator. This indicator lets you know that the amp is alive. You will also notice the Class A to Class AB switch, a thoughtful touch that gives you control over performance and efficiency. Flip the unit around and the rear panel tells the same story. High-grade binding posts, secure inputs, and clearly labeled connectivity that makes the setup straightforward. The amp weighs 43 kilograms. You feel the weight of its overbuilt chassis, especially when you try to move it. And when paired with a preamplifier, the system becomes a visually and functionally integrated high-end stack. The preamp shares the same design language. The central display is crisp, giving you immediate access to the volume, input, and configuration options. The volume knob is another standout. It's milled metal with notched rotation points. Nothing here feels cheap or compromised. Taken together, the AD-1PA Plus and the AD-1PRE Plus are a flagship level front end that delivers mechanical satisfaction. This amp has a fully discrete, two-channel architecture. Each channel gets its own independent winding from the toroidal transformer. This provides superior channel balance and dynamic headroom. One of the star features here is the amp's switchable Class A and Class AB topology. You can select the Class A mode for that lush, harmonically rich tonality that audiophiles love, or switch to Class AB for a dramatic boost in power and efficiency, especially when driving demanding speakers at higher volumes. Tonewinner has also implemented full balance differential input and BTL output stages. The signal path is symmetrical and kept as short as possible. Each amplification channel uses 8 pairs of high current hifi transistors, providing a massive 60 ampere current capacity per side. This ensures stability, control, and transient speed even under high dynamic swings. Protection circuits are also top tier. Overcurrent, DC offset, and overheating. They help to preserve the long-term reliability without degrading sonic performance. The companion, the AD-1PRE Plus preamplifier, continues this with its own fully balanced topology. Then it has a low noise circuitry and a phono stage built right in. And let's not forget about the DAC. Yes, this preamplifier is equipped with a rather decent chip-based DAC. Whether you're fitting digital or analog sources, it's designed to pass through your signal with minimal coloration and maximum fidelity. The power output is 100 watts per channel into 8 ohms in pure Class A mode. The THD is less than 0.0016% at 100 watts. Ultra low distortion ensures clean and transparent sound. The frequency response of 10 Hz to 104 kHz extends far beyond human hearing. The signal-to-noise ratio is over 116 decibels, resulting in an excellent dynamic range and a whisper-quiet background. The 29.5 dB of gain is a standard level for matching with various source components. Damping factor greater than 200 provides speaker control, especially in the bass. This amplifier is stable down to 2 ohms, meaning it can safely drive low impedance loads. And it features a massive 1200 watt toroidal transformer and 180,000 microfarads of filter capacitance for rock solid voltage stability. The amplifier can consume up to 1200 watts of power from the socket. The first thing you will notice with this setup, especially when running the AD-1PA+ in Class A mode, is that it has this slightly golden hue in the mids. It's not overly romantic, but it's got that rich, nostalgic tone. There is a rawness to it, not in a negative sense, not gritty or aggressive, but rather something that's unpolished in a good way. It hasn't been overly filtered or modernized to sound sterile. In Class A mode, the amplifier opens up in a really special way. The sound gets more dimensional, more colorful. Vocals have this palpable body to them. The midrange blooms just a bit, and everything feels more textured. Switch it to Class AB and things tighten up. The amp runs cooler, yes, but also a bit drier, more clinical. It's still dynamic, still strong in the low end, but it loses that golden sheen. Personally, I always gravitated back to the Class A. The treble here is interesting. It's clean and extended, but not overly sharp. You won't get that glare that some amps use to fake detail. The mids are where the magic happens. There's a real presence here. It's dense, tangible, and slightly warm. Instruments sound physical. It never feels too rounded or soft. And now the bass. I did not expect this level of control and impact from an amp at this price. The AD-1PA+ punches hard. The bass is fast, deep and tight without being boomy or bloated. I've heard amps twice the price that don't handle bass this well. This stack doesn't scream resolution in the way some modern gear can. What it does instead is present detail in a natural, almost unassuming way. The imaging is solid, stable and three-dimensional. With the right speakers, soundstage can be wide and immersive. There is one area where this amp shows its character, or limitation depending on your preferences, and that's in dryness. It's not brittle, but it lacks a bit of liquidity in the flow. Notes start and stop a little bit more abruptly than they do on something truly fluid. It's subtle, and for some people it might actually be a benefit. What makes this amp preamp combo special is that it manages to blend refinement with rawness. It gives you that clean, modern sound of good Class AB gear, but it layers in a bit more of that texture and dimensionality you would normally expect from older, high-end gear, especially in Class A. And for the price, it's honestly hard to beat.